Good morning to all. So today we see about the topic is the force measurement. Okay, so this is the force measuring setup. Okay, so in this force measurement, mainly we have focus the to measure the force of the object. So in this force of the object, this is a proving ring. Okay, so in this proving ring, I fix the in between the dial gauges. Okay, so the dial gauge is very minute measuring instruments, dial gauge. Okay, and also this is a rotating areas. That is, you rotating the clockwise means the force will be highly applied. You rotate the anti-clockwise means the force will be reduced. Okay. So this is a digital meter. So simply you have to take down the reading from the setup. Okay. So this is one important force measuring instruments. So in this force measuring instruments, what is force? The force is the unit is the Newton. Okay. So the simply told that SI unit is the Newton. Weight means this also standard unit is the Newton, but mass means is a kg. Kg is converted into Newton means simply you multiply with the 9.81 or 10. So simply you calculate the force value or weight value. Okay. So force is one of the mechanical parameters. The force is mainly applied on the all equipments like this projector or like this lathe. Simply you select on the electrical equipments. You have select the any equipments means simply the force is applied. Okay, so the force measurement is very important. So in this dial gauge, mainly the small pressure gauge is there. Please note down the point. The pressure point will be minimum value is the 0.1 or 0.2. So the 0.1, 0.2, the pressure value is the very important in this dial gauge. So the dial gauge is rotated the one clockwise direction or anti-clockwise directions. Okay. Already I taught mechanical comparators. So the some more peak means it's moved from anti-clockwise directions. Some more peak values means simply the dial gauge is moved from clockwise direction. So this is one of the direction movements from dial gauges. Okay, only clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay. So the dial gauges is mainly used for to indicating the readings, and also you have to measure the digital reading also. So digital reading is also finally you compare the dial gauge reading and digital readings. Okay, some more little differences is there in our measurements. Okay, so this is important in the force measuring instruments. So in this force measuring instruments, I have to clockwise direct the clockwise means simply the compression load. The compression load is directly up on the proving ring. So at that time I fixed the dial gauges. Okay, so the dial gauge is also plunge is directly connected with the plunger. So the plunger is also load on the proving ring. So easily you can measure the values. The dial gauge is clockwise means is positive values, is moved from anti-clockwise means is the negative values. Okay, so already I told the tensile compression force. Tensile force means simply is a pulling force, but compression force is the simply have the compression force. Okay, compression is also important in our areas. Okay, so in this measurements, mainly the dial gauge is the important instruments. So the dial gauge is moved from one clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, simply I rotate the clockwise directions. This is the hanger, and also means I applied on the compressive force is directly towards the dial gauges. So easily you can measure the force values. Okay, so like this torque value is also like this method. That is another setup, torque measuring setup method. So the torque measuring setup method is totally different. Simply like this equipment, torque indicator is the separate, and also you put on the weightages. So the weightages easily you could, what is torque? Torque means force in the distance. You have calculated the distance means simply I have take the one reading, and also the digital reading is the second reading. Finally you compare the reading. So this is an important experiment setup in our metrology lab also. Okay, the force measuring setup, torque measuring setup. So these are the important for secondary students, like the finish the 4 semesters. So metrology and measurements. So that is very important in our core area. Okay, in like your gate, you apply the gate means the measurements is very important. The straightness, force, roundness, and also GD in the geometrical and dimension tolerances. So these methods is very important in our areas. Okay, thank you.